I never thought for 1 minute that we would lose the game, and I never thought for 1 minute we would not go through. But then nothing seemed to actually be going right for us. You know, the balls that we were playing through, you know, I had like 7 or 8 free kicks that were close, but kind of never close enough. So we started to worry at a certain point because just nothing was coming off for us, and it was just, you kind of thought, is it going to be one of those days? But then I remember getting the free kick, and like I said, I'd had 7 or 8 free kicks leading up to that, and I wasn't really striking them that well as I knew that I could. But that moment is the reason why I worked hard throughout my career. You know, it's for moments like that. When you see players like Messi, Ronaldo, Rooney, all of these players over time, the work that they put in, it's one of the reasons why, you know, I look at players like Eric Cantona and I look at the work that he's done over the years. And when I first come into the team at Manchester United, we used to watch Eric stay behind later than any player, practice, you know, every day on everything, and it rubbed off on us. And we knew that it's for moments like that. It's for moments when you practice something so much that at some point it's going to happen when it really needs to happen. So I remember putting the ball down, and Teddy kind of came over and barged me out the way. And me and Teddy were really good friends, being from, you know, London and all. But I remember putting the ball down, and he kind of nudged me out the way, and he said, "I'll take this one." And I looked up and I thought, no. And I turned around to him and I said, "It's too far for you," which, you know, Teddy was more mature and older than me.
Did he listen to you?
He did, because he kind of he looked up and he obviously thought, yeah, it's too far for me. So I remember putting the ball down, and I remember Teddy positioning himself on the side of the wall. And people underestimate Teddy's involvement in this goal, because he totally obscured the view of the goalkeeper. And his movement just before I hit it as well was another reason why the goalkeeper kind of really got nowhere near it. And I remember stepping back, taking a breath, and all I remember, because obviously we used to have the band, and we still have the band with the England games, but I remember hearing the band, the beat of the drum in the back of my mind, and then everything went quiet, and I remember running up and hitting it, and as soon as I hit it, I knew that it was in. Yeah. You know, there's moments where I'm sure as a golfer, as a tennis player, you hit the perfect shot and you know straight away where it's going. I knew exactly where it was going as soon as I hit it. And I remember it going, bending, and then hitting the back of the net. And I mean, I talk about it, and the goosebumps it was without doubt one of the most emotional moments for me, because it was such a highly charged game, with so much energy, with so much kind of banking on us going through. It was just one of those moments where I look back and I think, it was so emotional. And I remember speaking to my mum after, and she said, everyone just burst into tears. Literally, like she said, she was sat in the director's box and everyone around her was just bursting into tears, because it meant so much. And you saw the reactions of people, and you hear Martin Tyler's voice, and you know, it all adds to it. And it was, I mean, it was such an amazing moment. And I was exhausted after the game, but it was such an emotional moment, and such a moment where it all could have gone wrong. You know, it could have been a totally different story, but it made it extra special for me personally, being at Manchester United, being at Old Trafford, the atmosphere, knowing what the atmosphere is like in the stadium. It made it extra special.
Yeah. So would you say that was your greatest moment in an England shirt?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. You know, it's hard to say is my greatest moment, because, you know, scoring the penalty against Argentina 4 years after being sent off in '98, being given the England armband by Peter Taylor, and playing against Italy for the first time as an England captain, walking the team out into a World Cup. But I have to say it's without doubt my greatest moment in an England shirt.